Are you unknowingly sabotaging your own happiness and success? Discover the hidden dangers of lying to yourself as we explore the ancient wisdom of legendary swordsman and philosopher Miyamoto Musashi. Prepare to be enlightened and inspired as we reveal why self-deception is the greatest enemy you'll ever face and how honesty can unlock your true potential in this transformative journey towards self-discovery and personal growth. Lesson 1. Self-deception hinders. Personal growth. Musashi once said, "You must understand that there is more than one path to the top of the mountain." This quote emphasizes the importance of self-awareness and accepting our unique journeys. When we lie to ourselves, we create a false reality that hinders our ability to grow and learn from our experiences. Self-deception prevents us from acknowledging our weaknesses and mistakes. It's crucial to recognize that everyone has flaws and makes errors. By lying to ourselves about our shortcomings, we deny ourselves the opportunity to improve and evolve. Embracing our imperfections allows us to climb our own mountain one step at a time. Self-awareness is the foundation of personal growth. It allows us to recognize our strengths, weaknesses, and areas that require improvement. Musashi believed that understanding oneself was crucial for self-improvement, stating, "Know your enemy and know yourself, and you can fight 100 battles without disaster." When we lie to ourselves, we obscure our self-awareness, making it difficult to identify the aspects of our lives that need attention. We may ignore our shortcomings, exaggerate our accomplishments, or deny our feelings. This lack of self-awareness prevents us from taking the necessary steps to grow and evolve as individuals. Mistakes are an inevitable part of life, and they provide valuable learning opportunities. Musashi emphasized the importance of learning from one's errors, saying, "You can only fight the way you practice." When we lie to ourselves about our mistakes, we fail to acknowledge their existence and the lessons they offer. We may blame external factors or other people for our missteps, rather than taking responsibility for our actions. This inability to learn from our mistakes stunts our personal growth and prevents us from reaching our full potential. Self-deception often stems from a fear of failure. We may lie to ourselves to avoid facing the possibility of not succeeding in our endeavors. Musashi taught that fear should not hinder progress, stating, "Do not think dishonestly. The way is in training." When we lie to ourselves about our capabilities or the challenges we face, we become paralyzed by fear. This fear can lead to inaction, preventing us from taking risks or pursuing new opportunities. Overcoming self-deception allows us to confront our fears and embrace the potential for failure as a necessary part of growth. Emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage our emotions, as well as those of others. It plays a crucial role in personal growth and success in various aspects of life. When we lie to ourselves, we hinder the development of our emotional intelligence. We may suppress or ignore our emotions, making it difficult to understand and manage them effectively. This lack of emotional awareness can lead to poor decision-making, strained relationships, and an overall lack of personal fulfillment. When we lie to ourselves, we create a disconnect between our true selves and the persona we present to others. This inauthenticity can lead to feelings of emptiness, isolation, and dissatisfaction with life. Embracing honesty and authenticity allows us to forge genuine connections with others and live a more fulfilling life. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity and persevere in the face of challenges. It is a crucial component of personal growth and success. When we lie to ourselves, we undermine our resilience. We may avoid confronting our problems or engage in negative coping mechanisms such as denial or avoidance. By facing the truth and embracing our vulnerabilities, we can build resilience and develop the strength to overcome life's obstacles. Self-deception can lead us to adopt misguided priorities and values. We may focus on superficial goals or external validation rather than cultivating inner strength and personal growth. Musashi emphasized the importance of aligning one's priorities with their true purpose, stating, "The primary thing when you take a sword in your hands is your intention to cut the enemy, whatever the means." When we lie to ourselves, we may lose sight of our true priorities and values. This misalignment can lead us down the wrong path, hindering our personal growth and preventing us from achieving true fulfillment. Lesson 2. It can lead to negative behaviors. Lying to ourselves can result in adopting negative behaviors and toxic habits that hinder our personal growth and well-being. Miyamoto Musashi believed in the importance of discipline and self-control, stating, "You must practice diligently and progress daily to become proficient in any art." When we deceive ourselves, we often justify our negative actions, making it difficult to break free from these patterns. One common negative behavior that stems from lying to ourselves is procrastination. We might convince ourselves that putting off tasks until the last minute is a necessary part of our creative process, or that we work better under pressure. However, in reality, procrastination is often a form of self-sabotage that hinders our productivity and leads to subpar results. Musashi's teachings emphasize the importance of diligence and consistent effort. He said, "Do not neglect discipline and practice under the pretext that you are naturally talented or that you have learned enough." To overcome procrastination, we must be honest with ourselves about our tendencies to delay tasks and commit to a regular practice of self-discipline. By breaking tasks into smaller, manageable steps and setting clear deadlines, we can cultivate a more productive mindset and achieve our goals more efficiently. Another negative behavior that can result from self-deception is the avoidance of responsibility. When we lie to ourselves about our mistakes or shortcomings, we might blame external factors or other people for our failures. This not only prevents us from learning from our experiences, but also damages our relationships with others. Musashi believed in taking full responsibility for one's actions and learning from failures. He said, "You can only fight the way you practice." By acknowledging our mistakes and accepting responsibility for our actions, we can learn valuable lessons and grow as individuals. To overcome the avoidance of responsibility, we must practice self-reflection and be honest with ourselves about our role in both our successes and failures. Perfectionism is another negative behavior that can arise from lying to ourselves. We might set unrealistic expectations for ourselves, believing that anything less than perfection is a failure. This mindset can lead to excessive self-criticism, stress, and burnout. Musashi's teachings encourage a balanced approach to self-improvement, emphasizing the importance of both progress and self-compassion. He said, "There is nothing outside of yourself that can ever enable you to get better, stronger, richer, quicker, or smarter. Everything is within. Everything exists. Seek nothing outside of yourself." To overcome perfectionism, we must be honest with ourselves about our limitations and focus on making consistent progress rather than striving for unattainable perfection. Musashi's teachings emphasize the importance of facing our challenges head-on and cultivating mental resilience. He said, "You must not allow your spirit to be influenced by your body, or your body to be influenced by your spirit." To overcome escapism, we must be honest with ourselves about our coping mechanisms and develop healthier ways to deal with stress and negative emotions. This may involve seeking support from friends, family, or mental health professionals. Lying to ourselves can also lead to negative emotions such as envy and resentment. We might compare ourselves to others and feel bitter about their success, or believe that we deserve more than we have. These emotions can damage our relationships and hinder our personal growth. Musashi's teachings encourage a focus on self-improvement and gratitude rather than comparison and envy. He said, "Do not regret what you have done, rather determine never to do it again." To overcome envy and resentment, we must be honest with ourselves about our feelings and refocus our energy on our own goals and progress. Cultivating gratitude for what we have and celebrating the achievements of others can help us maintain a positive mindset and foster healthier relationships. By following the teachings of Miyamoto Musashi and embracing honesty, self-awareness, and discipline, we can overcome these negative patterns and cultivate a more positive, authentic life. Remember that the path to self-improvement begins with acknowledging our shortcomings and committing to consistent effort and growth. By facing our challenges head-on and cultivating mental resilience, we can unlock our true potential and lead more fulfilling lives. Lesson 3. It leads to poor decision-making. Making decisions based on self-deception can lead us down the wrong path, often resulting in negative consequences and missed opportunities. Miyamoto Musashi's teachings emphasize the importance of clear perception and understanding, stating, "The warrior's eye is sharp and clear, and he sees things as they truly are." When we lie to ourselves, our perception becomes clouded, leading to poor decision-making in various aspects of our lives. Self-deception can hinder our personal growth by preventing us from making decisions that promote self-improvement. When we lie to ourselves about our abilities, weaknesses, and desires, we may avoid taking on challenges that could help us grow. For example, if we believe that we are not good at public speaking, we might miss out on opportunities to develop this skill by avoiding presentations or leadership roles. To make better decisions regarding personal development, we must first acknowledge our areas for improvement. By being honest with ourselves, we can identify the skills and qualities we wish to cultivate and actively seek out opportunities to grow. This might involve enrolling in a course, attending workshops, or seeking guidance from a mentor. Remember Musashi's words, "You must practice diligently and progress daily to become proficient in any art." Honesty with ourselves is crucial for making healthy decisions in our relationships. By acknowledging our needs and boundaries, we can communicate them effectively to our partners and ensure that our relationships are built on mutual respect and understanding. If we find ourselves in a situation where our needs are not being met, we must have the courage to make decisions that prioritize our well-being, even if it means ending a relationship. Self-deception can lead to poor career choices, as we may ignore our true passions and strengths or make excuses for staying in unsatisfying jobs. We might convince ourselves that we are content with a mediocre career or that we lack the skills necessary to pursue our dream job. This can prevent us from taking risks and exploring new opportunities that could lead to professional growth and fulfillment. Being honest with ourselves about our career aspirations and abilities is essential for making informed decisions that align with our goals. Musashi teaches us, you must set goals and deadlines for yourself and strive to achieve them with all your might. By recognizing our passions and strengths, we can set realistic career goals and work diligently to achieve them. This may involve pursuing further education, networking with professionals in our desired field, or taking calculated risks to advance our careers. Financial decisions are another area where self-deception can lead to poor outcomes. We might lie to ourselves about our spending habits, financial priorities, or our ability to manage money effectively. This can result in overspending, accumulating debt, or failing to save for the future. To make sound financial decisions, we must first be honest about our financial situation and habits. This involves tracking our expenses, creating a realistic budget, and setting financial goals. By acknowledging our financial strengths and weaknesses, we can develop strategies to improve our money management skills and make decisions that promote financial stability and growth. By following the teachings of Miyamoto Musashi and embracing honesty, self-awareness, and personal growth, we can overcome self-deception and make better decisions that align with our values and goals. Remember, the path to self-improvement begins with honesty and acceptance. By being truthful with ourselves, we can unlock our true potential and lead more fulfilling lives. Lesson 4. It can damage relationships. Lying to ourselves can significantly impact the relationships we have with others, both personally and professionally. When we engage in self-deception, we create a distorted image of ourselves and our surroundings, which can lead to misunderstandings, miscommunication, and ultimately damaged relationships. Trust is the cornerstone of any strong and lasting relationship. It is the bond that connects people and fosters a sense of security and reliability. Musashi emphasized the importance of trust in his teachings, stating, "Loyalty and devotion lead to righteousness. With righteousness, there is the way." When we lie to ourselves, we are also more likely to lie to others, either directly or indirectly. This dishonesty can erode trust, causing our relationships to crumble. For example, if we lie to ourselves about our feelings for someone, we might lead them on or send mixed signals, causing confusion and hurt. Alternatively, if we lie to ourselves about our abilities or accomplishments, we may feel the need to embellish the truth when sharing our experiences with others. Over time, these deceptions can damage our credibility and make it difficult for others to trust us. When we lie to ourselves, we often present a false version of ourselves to the world. This inauthenticity can prevent us from forming genuine connections with others, as we are not allowing them to see and appreciate the real us. Musashi believed in the importance of authenticity, stating, "Do not think dishonestly. The way is in training." By lying to ourselves, we are essentially training ourselves to be dishonest, which can hinder our ability to form authentic connections with others. For instance, if we lie to ourselves about our interests or values to fit in with a particular group, we may find ourselves surrounded by people who don't truly know or understand us. This can lead to feelings of isolation and dissatisfaction, as we are not engaging in relationships that align with our true selves. Musashi emphasized the importance of clear perception and understanding, saying, "The warrior's eye is sharp and clear, and he sees things as they truly are." When we deceive ourselves, our perception becomes clouded, making it difficult to communicate effectively with others. This can lead to misunderstandings, arguments, and resentment, damaging our relationships in the process. Lying to ourselves can also lead to the creation of unrealistic expectations for our relationships. We may expect others to fulfill needs that we have not honestly acknowledged, or to behave in ways that align with our distorted self-image. These unrealistic expectations can place undue pressure on our relationships, causing strain and disappointment. Musashi taught the importance of understanding and accepting reality, stating, "You must understand that there is more than one path to the top of the mountain." By recognizing and accepting the truth about ourselves and our relationships, we can set more realistic expectations that allow for growth and understanding. To foster healthier and more genuine relationships, it is crucial to engage in self-reflection and strive for honesty with ourselves. Musashi believed in the power of introspection, stating, "From one thing, know 10,000 things." By examining our thoughts, feelings, and actions, we can gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and our relationships. Through self-reflection, we can identify areas where we may be lying to ourselves and work to address these deceptions. This process may be uncomfortable, but it is essential for personal growth and the development of stronger, more authentic relationships. To overcome the damaging effects of lying to ourselves, we must cultivate honesty and authenticity in our lives. This means being truthful with ourselves about our thoughts, feelings, and actions, even when it is difficult or uncomfortable. It also means presenting our true selves to the world, allowing others to see and appreciate us for who we are. Musashi's teachings can guide us in cultivating honesty and authenticity. He believed in the importance of self-discipline and self-improvement, stating, "You must practice diligently and progress daily to become proficient in any art." By applying this principle to our relationships, we can work to develop honesty and authenticity, fostering stronger connections with others. By following the teachings of Miyamoto Musashi and embracing honesty, self-awareness, and personal growth, we can overcome self-deception and cultivate healthier, more genuine relationships with others. The path to stronger connections begins with honesty and acceptance, both of ourselves and of others. By striving for authenticity in our lives, we can create a foundation for lasting and meaningful relationships that enrich our lives and help us grow as individuals. Lesson 5. It can affect your mental health. Mental health is an essential aspect of our overall well-being, and it's crucial to understand how lying to ourselves can negatively impact our psychological state. Cognitive dissonance is the mental discomfort experienced by a person who holds two or more contradictory beliefs, values, or ideas. When we lie to ourselves, we create a conflict between our true beliefs and the false ones we've adopted. This discrepancy can lead to feelings of unease, guilt, and anxiety. Musashi's teachings emphasize the importance of harmony and balance, stating, "In strategy, it is important to see distant things as if they were close and to take a distanced view of close things." By being honest with ourselves, we can align our beliefs and actions, reducing cognitive dissonance and promoting mental clarity. Lying to ourselves often involves suppressing or ignoring our true emotions. We might convince ourselves that we're not hurt by a friend's betrayal or that we're not stressed about an upcoming deadline. However, bottling up these emotions can lead to increased stress, anxiety, and depression. Musashi believed in facing our emotions head-on, saying, "You must not let your spirit be influenced by your body, or your body be influenced by your spirit." By acknowledging and accepting our emotions, we can process them in a healthy manner and prevent them from negatively impacting our mental health. Self-deception can also lead to low self-esteem and a negative self-image. When we lie to ourselves about our abilities, accomplishments, or shortcomings, we create unrealistic expectations that can be difficult to meet. This can result in feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. Musashi encouraged self-reflection and personal growth, stating, "You must study hard and learn the way of strategy through practice." By being honest about our strengths and weaknesses, we can set realistic goals, celebrate our achievements, and work on improving ourselves, thereby fostering a positive self-image. Lying to ourselves can lead to rumination, the process of continuously thinking about the same thoughts, often focusing on negative aspects of our lives. This can result in obsessive thoughts and a vicious cycle of self-criticism, which can contribute to anxiety and depression. Musashi emphasized the importance of living in the present moment, saying, "Do not dwell on the past or dream of the future. Focus on the present moment." By practicing honesty and mindfulness, we can break free from the cycle of rumination and cultivate a healthier, more balanced mindset. Self-deception can impair our decision-making and problem-solving skills. as it clouds our judgment and prevents us from seeing situations clearly. This can lead to poor choices and an inability to effectively navigate life's challenges. Musashi taught the value of clear perception and adaptability, stating, "You must perceive that which cannot be seen with the eye." By being honest with ourselves, we can develop better decision-making and problem-solving skills, enabling us to tackle obstacles and make choices that align with our values and goals. Self-deception can contribute to increased stress and anxiety, as we constantly strive to maintain our false beliefs and hide our true selves from the world. This can lead to chronic stress, which has been linked to numerous mental and physical health issues. Musashi emphasized the importance of inner peace and mental stability, stating, "The mind should be free from distractions and preoccupations, focused solely on the task at hand." By being honest with ourselves, we can reduce stress and anxiety, promoting a healthier mindset and overall well-being. By following the teachings of Miyamoto Musashi and embracing honesty, self-awareness, and personal growth, we can overcome self-deception and cultivate a healthier, more balanced mindset. Lesson 6. It prevents you from achieving your goals. One of the primary ways lying to ourselves can prevent us from achieving our goals is by setting unrealistic expectations. We might overestimate our abilities or underestimate the effort required to accomplish a task. This can lead to disappointment and frustration when we fail to meet our own expectations. To overcome this obstacle, it's essential to set realistic and achievable goals. Break down larger objectives into smaller, more manageable tasks. This approach allows us to track our progress and celebrate small victories along the way, maintaining motivation and focus. Self-deception can also manifest in the form of procrastination and lack of discipline. We might convince ourselves that we work better under pressure or that we deserve a break, when in reality, we're avoiding the hard work necessary to achieve our goals. Musashi emphasized the importance of discipline and dedication, stating, "You cannot master a technique without diligent practice." To overcome procrastination, we must hold ourselves accountable and establish a consistent routine. Set specific deadlines for each task and create a schedule that allows for regular practice and improvement. Lying to ourselves often stems from a fear of failure. We might tell ourselves that we're not ready or that our goals are not important to avoid the possibility of failing. However, this mindset only serves to hold us back from reaching our true potential. To conquer the fear of failure, we must reframe our perspective on failure itself. Rather than viewing it as a negative outcome, consider failure as an opportunity for growth and learning. Embrace the wisdom of Musashi, who said, "You can only fight the way you practice." By accepting that setbacks are a natural part of the learning process, we can develop the resilience and determination necessary to achieve our goals. Self-deception can also lead to an unwillingness to adapt or change our approach when faced with obstacles. We might cling to outdated methods or strategies, insisting that they will eventually yield results. However, this rigid mindset can hinder our progress and prevent us from achieving our goals. Musashi taught the importance of adaptability, stating, "Do not repeat the same old moves. Learn to adapt and evolve." To overcome this barrier, we must be open to new ideas and willing to adjust our approach when necessary. This may involve seeking guidance from others, learning new skills, or experimenting with different techniques to find what works best for us. Lying to ourselves can create confusion and uncertainty about our goals and priorities. We might pursue multiple objectives simultaneously or invest our time and energy into unimportant tasks, losing sight of what truly matters. To regain focus and clarity, it's crucial to establish clear goals and prioritize our efforts accordingly. Musashi believed in the power of concentration, saying, "The warrior's gaze is sharp and clear, and he sees things as they truly are." By defining our objectives and maintaining a clear vision of what we want to achieve, we can stay focused and committed to our goals. Self-deception often involves making excuses for our lack of progress or failure to achieve our goals. We might blame external circumstances or other people, refusing to take responsibility for our actions. To overcome this tendency, we must cultivate a sense of personal responsibility and accountability. Musashi taught that the way of the warrior is resolute acceptance of death, emphasizing the importance of facing our fears and taking ownership of our lives. By acknowledging our role in our successes and failures, we can learn from our mistakes and move forward with renewed determination. To achieve our goals, it's essential to prioritize self-care and maintain a balanced lifestyle. Musashi believed in the importance of maintaining a healthy mind, body, and spirit, stating, "The warrior's spirit is calm and clear, and he is always prepared for combat." By taking care of ourselves, we can ensure that we have the energy and focus necessary to achieve our goals. By following the teachings of Miyamoto Musashi and embracing honesty, self-awareness, and personal growth, we can overcome self-deception and develop the resilience, discipline, and focus necessary to reach our true potential. Remember, the path to success begins with honesty and acceptance. By setting realistic goals, maintaining a consistent routine, and prioritizing self-care, we can unlock our inner strength and achieve our objectives with determination and perseverance. Lesson 7. It can limit your happiness. Lying to ourselves can create a significant barrier to experiencing genuine happiness and contentment in life. Happiness is an intrinsic quality that stems from self-acceptance, self-awareness, and living a life aligned with our values and beliefs. When we engage in self-deception, we distance ourselves from our true selves and hinder our ability to lead fulfilling lives. One way self-deception limits our happiness is by leading us to seek external validation as a measure of our self-worth. Miyamoto Musashi's teachings emphasize the importance of inner strength and self-reliance, stating, "Do not depend on following the degree of understanding that you have discovered, but simply think, this is not enough." When we lie to ourselves, we may believe that we need the approval of others or material possessions to be happy. This mindset can lead to a constant pursuit of external validation, which is ultimately fleeting and unsatisfying. By being honest with ourselves and recognizing our inherent worth, we can cultivate a sense of self-worth that is independent of external factors. This allows us to experience true happiness that comes from within. Self-deception often involves presenting a false version of ourselves to the world. We may wear masks to conceal our insecurities, vulnerabilities, or aspects of our personality that we deem unacceptable. Musashi believed in the importance of authenticity, stating, "You should not have any special fondness for a particular weapon or anything else for that matter." When we hide behind these masks, we deny ourselves the opportunity to embrace our true selves and live authentically. This inauthenticity can create a sense of disconnection from our own lives and prevent us from experiencing genuine happiness. By being honest with ourselves and accepting our flaws, we can remove these masks and live a life that is true to who we are. Lying to ourselves can also lead us to compare our lives to those of others, fostering feelings of envy and dissatisfaction. Musashi taught that each person has their own unique path, saying, "There are various ways of strategy in the world, and these are recorded in this book. However, they are not to be thought of as being of one kind." When we engage in self-deception, we may believe that our lives should resemble those of others, leading us to set unrealistic expectations for ourselves. This constant comparison can rob us of our happiness as we focus on what we lack rather than appreciating what we have. By being honest with ourselves and recognizing our unique journey, we can avoid the comparison trap and cultivate gratitude for our own lives. Self-deception often involves being overly critical of ourselves and our perceived shortcomings. Musashi emphasized the importance of self-compassion and understanding, stating, "You must understand that there is more than one path to the top of the mountain." When we lie to ourselves about our flaws and mistakes, we may become trapped in a cycle of self-blame and negativity. This can prevent us from learning from our experiences and growing as individuals. By practicing self-compassion and understanding, we can foster a more positive self-image and cultivate resilience in the face of adversity. This, in turn, allows us to experience greater happiness and contentment in life. Mindfulness, the practice of being present and fully engaged in the current moment, can be a powerful tool in combating self-deception and cultivating authentic happiness. Musashi's teachings emphasize the importance of mindfulness, stating, "The warrior's eye is sharp and clear, and he sees things as they truly are." When we lie to ourselves, we often become preoccupied with worries about the future or regrets from the past. This can prevent us from fully experiencing and appreciating the present moment. By practicing mindfulness and focusing on the here and now, we can cultivate a greater sense of peace and contentment in our lives. Self-deception can also hinder our ability to form genuine connections with others. When we lie to ourselves, we may struggle to be open and vulnerable with those around us, leading to superficial relationships that lack depth and meaning. Musashi believed in the importance of trust and loyalty, stating, "Loyalty and devotion lead to righteousness. With righteousness, there is the way." By being honest with ourselves and embracing our true selves, we can cultivate authentic relationships built on trust, understanding, and mutual respect. These connections can provide a source of support, love, and happiness in our lives. When we engage in self-deception, we may resist change and cling to familiar patterns, even when they no longer serve us. This resistance can stifle our personal growth and prevent us from experiencing new opportunities and sources of happiness. By being honest with ourselves and embracing change, we can foster a mindset of growth and adaptability, allowing us to lead more fulfilling and happier lives. By following the teachings of Miyamoto Musashi and embracing honesty, self-awareness, and personal growth, we can overcome self-deception and cultivate authentic happiness in our lives. Through practices such as self-compassion, mindfulness, and cultivating genuine connections with others, we can unlock our true potential and lead happier, more fulfilling lives. Overall, lying to ourselves can have detrimental effects on various aspects of our lives. By following the teachings of Miyamoto Musashi and embracing honesty, self-awareness, and personal growth, we can overcome self-deception and lead happier, more authentic lives. Remember, the path to self-improvement begins with honesty and acceptance. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope these lessons inspire you to embrace the truth and unlock your true potential.